we're going to be doing a Boxycharm unboxing. This will be the first time that I'm doing this on my channel, obviously, since I just started my channel. So let me know if you guys want to keep seeing these in the future. I know so many people do these, but you know, I think Boxycharm is fun, and so I want to share with you all. If you haven't heard of Boxycharm, it's a monthly subscription. It's $21, and each month you normally get 4 to 5 full-size products, which tend to be valued around $100 to $180 sometimes. Like, you get a lot of good stuff in here. So I'm just gonna get started with the box that we got this month. Obviously I took a peek because I have a little bit of makeup on, so we can put on the rest of my face together and try out the new products. So every month you get this little pamphlet, and it's just, it shows what's in the box and stuff. I don't really care about this, so I'm just gonna put that away. First item in the box I'm going to pull out is this brow product that we got. It is by, let's see, who's this by? Chella? Let me look in the pamphlet. Maybe I should use this after all. So it is by Chella Beauty. I've never heard of them. I think it's like a pomade kind of thing. It says Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. And it looks to be dual-ended. Let's just open this together and see what happens. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the pomade inside of here, and then we have a brush, I hope. There we go, so we have a brush on the other end. And I'm gonna start off by trying to do my brows with this. I mean, this brush kind of looks a little bit thick, and I also don't really use pomades, so we're just gonna kind of see how this goes. Like, I don't know if this color is going to match me. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get anything out of this. It doesn't feel very soft. I'm like really digging in here. Let's see. Let me know if I'm doing this wrong. Am I not supposed to be doing it? Oh, never mind. I got some on my brush. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of go in. Wow, that's quite pigmented there. It looks like a good color though. I need to just be kind of careful because I'm not good at working with these. And the brush doesn't seem to be as bad as I thought. So far I can't say I hate it. I feel like there might be a little bit of a learning curve because I don't really work with pomades very well. So, and also I don't think I would personally use this brush again because I have other brushes that are smaller and just more precise that will give me more control with the product. But as you can see, like, I'm getting quite a bit of pigment here, and I have only dipped in once, so I mean, it's definitely doing the job, and the color is really nice. Like, I'm surprised because I usually go for darker products. Taupe is not a color that I think I've ever tried in my brows, so yeah, I kind of like it. Here's what my brows ended up looking like, and I think they turned out pretty good. I like the color a lot. I like the consistency of the product. I think it worked actually very well, and I'm pleasantly surprised by it. So I'll definitely be using this again. Next up in the box we have a blush, I think. Let's see, this is from Note. You guys ever heard of this company? I've never heard of it. We're gonna open it up and see what it looks like. So here's the packaging of it. I like it. It looks kind of sleek. It feels a little cheap, like a little plasticky, but let's see, let's actually find out how much this retails for. Okay, so the blush is only $12 and the eyebrow cream is $26. So the eyebrow cream was a lot more expensive than the blush. Let's see what the blush looks like though. Oh, that's kind of pretty. That looks like a very neutral, kind of peachy blush. So I'm gonna pop some of this on with my favorite brush. Wow, guys, look at this. This formula is extremely powdery and very pigmented. Oh my god, I barely like touch my skin. It kind of looks orange. Can you see that? That's a very orange looking blush. That doesn't at all look like what it looks like in a pan. And I gotta be really careful with this. I'm actually going to wipe off my brush so we can buff this out, because that pigment though, I don't know if I like that in a blush. Honestly, I prefer my blushes to be kind of subtle so I can build them up, because once you put on too much, it's really hard to go back. Like, look at this. Like, I am very blush out right now. Oh man, I need to go in with some powder and fix this. Or at least with the powder brush that I used earlier. Hopefully I can buff this out. Not look crazy. Okay, well that kind of works, so. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this blush. I don't hate the color. Maybe if I knew how pigmented this thing was, I probably should have known by how powdery it was to not use as much, but oh well, you live and you learn. So next thing in the box, I'm actually not going to try on. This is an eye cream by Dr. Brandt, and I'll be honest, I don't really use eye creams. I don't know, I never have. I'm not really big on skincare, so I wouldn't have anything to compare this to, and I'm gonna try this off camera a couple of times and then maybe come back to you if you want to know what I think of this, but I'm honestly just not the right person to try out an eye cream, so I'm gonna skip that for now. But that one retails for $42, so I mean already we're probably up to $100 worth of stuff in this box, so that's pretty great. Next up we have actually the thing that I was hoping I wouldn't get, because it was either between this eyeshadow palette or the Tarte spray mist thing, and I would rather have a mist than a neutral palette. So this palette is by Crown, which is the same company that makes the Crown brushes that are often in Boxycharm, if you've seen those. And here's what the palette looks like inside. Oh no, it came broken. Aww. Well, see, this is what I get for not wanting this palette. Do you see the shadow up here? Do you see this? God damn it. Alright, well, I don't really know what I'm gonna do about that. I'm definitely not gonna be repressing it. I'm actually going to just go dump this in the trash just to lose powder, and I'll be right back because I need to work with this. Alright, I'm back. Look at this. At least it's not a dusty mess anymore. And honestly, that was like the prettiest shade too. That's kind of sad. Not that I was excited about this palette in the first place, and now I'm even less excited, but we're going to use this palette today just to kind of get an idea of what the formula is like and the quality, and if this is something that other people might like, that I'm not gonna like. But I'm gonna find a way to make this exciting regardless. So let's see, which neutral shall we go in with? I'd say let's go in with this brown shade right here. So brown shade number 1, going on my eyes, in my crease. This is not very powdery at all. Like, I'm really digging my brush in here. I don't know if you can see, but like nothing is happening. I have a little bit on my brush. Sorry, this is not focusing, but I had primed my eyes. I primed with MAC Paint Pot, and I just set it with a powder. So, I mean, okay, there's a little bit of pigment here. Like, I already know I'm not going to be blown away by this palette just because I don't like the colors in it. So, I mean, this is just not exciting. I'm mostly doing this as a review for you guys to see if maybe if you're considering signing up for Boxycharm, that this would be a box that you would like to sign up for. Better. Next up, I'm going to go in with this, let's see, let's go in with this shade right here. Just to deepen up the crease a little bit. I'm using the same brush, and I find that the shadow as well seems to be very hard pressed into the pan, just like the first one. There's not a lot of kick up at all. It seems pretty pigmented. So far I like the formula. The formula reminds me a little bit of Dubious by Shadows, to be honest, which I really, really love. I feel like I would like other palettes by Crown if this is what their formula is like, and if they had some that excited me, I would definitely give them another try. Next up, I'm gonna go in with this darkest shade in the palette down here, just to deepen up the crease even more. So I'm gonna go back in with that first shade that we used as our transition shade, just on top to kind of buff out the edges a little bit and make sure that everything is blended. The shades apply really nicely, they blend nicely. I don't really have any complaints about the formula. I think a lot of people would really enjoy this palette. So now I'm gonna take the lightest shade in the palette, the shade right here, and I'm gonna pop that on my brow bone and see how that turns out. Next up, I'm going to take this orangey shimmery shade up here, and I'm going to pop that on my lid. And first I'm going to try to use it dry. Hopefully we won't have too much fallout. Oh Jesus, that's very powdered. I take that back, look at this. I don't know if you can see that, but there is literally shadow flying everywhere. So I'm going to spray my brush even if I said I wasn't, just because I've done my face makeup and I don't want to look like a mess afterwards. So I'm just gonna pop this on my lid. I suppose it's okay. It's not a bad shade. It's definitely the prettiest shade in the palette in my opinion. But again, it just doesn't excite me. Like, I've seen this before. I have this in my collection already. This is like something that I was excited about 6 months ago when all these same kind of palettes came out. And now I'm just like, another one? Are we not done with this yet? Can we start getting some cool tone palettes, please? And thankfully, some companies have actually listened and started coming out with more exciting things, which is great. Not great for my wallet, but it's great for, you know, my happiness. So there's definitely some fallout with this shade, but I'm also going in kind of hard and I'm not very careful right now, so that could be on my part as well. Alright, next up I'm going to go in with some of those same shades that I used in my crease on my bottom lash line and just kind of smoke it out. So I forgot to mention, let's look at the retail price for this palette. Okay, so $30, which, I mean, I guess that would be as expected for what I would have guessed with the quality and the, you know, just the pan sizes and everything. Like, it's a very good sized palette, and I think a lot of people will get a lot of use out of this. It's just not my cup of tea. Next up, I'm going to, what are we doing? I'm gonna go in with some of my Stila glitter because this is boring as fuck to me. So I'm just gonna pop some of this on my lid, make it a little bit more exciting. I'm also going to pop this in my inner corner. I'm going to quickly put on some liquid liner. This is the one that I've shown in every single video. It's the liquid liner by Tarte Cosmetics that I get on Amazon. I'll link that down below. So like, my cat is literally right in front of me. I'll see if I can show him to you. Come here. Hi, he's not having it. I'm so sorry, baby. Nope. Never mind. I tried. So I put on a little bit of gloss. This is the Oh Sweetie gloss by MAC, and it's called Gumdrop. I love these. I know this is not part of the box. Alright, so moving on, we have the last item in the box, which is this mascara. It is by, what does it say? Unlashed. Is that what it's called? Let's look in the pamphlet again. Oh, okay, so the mascara is by Wander Beauty, which I have never heard of. It retails for $24, and we're just gonna try it. It's kind of cool. It's in this little squeezy tube. Looks like this. It's kind of a cool looking wand. I don't really know what to expect with this. I'm actually going to put this on one eye, and then I'm going to put my Lash Paradise on the other, just so we can compare, because that is my favorite mascara right now. So far though, first impression, I like it a lot. That looks really nice. It's giving me a lot of volume. It's giving me length. It doesn't clump up too much. I'm not sure about the curved one though. I never really understood those. I'm gonna do that, then I'm gonna do one layer of my Lash Paradise on the other eye. I'll give you a little close up. Here's some mascara with just one layer on. And I did curl my lashes, by the way. So I'm putting on my Lash Paradise on the other eye, and immediately I can see why I like this mascara so much, because it is just doing everything that I want from a mascara. It's giving me a lot of length, a lot of volume, it doesn't take a lot of time to build up. And it just goes on so smoothly. And it also doesn't have a weird ass fucking crooked wand. Alright, so I'm sure you can see the difference. This eye is my Lash Paradise, this eye is the Wander Beauty mascara. I can certainly see a difference. I'm going to go back in and put on another layer on the other eye with the Wander Beauty and see if we can build this up. Like, this is not a bad mascara at all. Like, it's definitely doing a lot for my lashes, but I just feel like $24 is a lot for a mascara when you can get a mascara at the drugstore for $10. You know what I mean? That does the same thing. And I didn't even have to put 2 layers on with that. So yeah, I think I made up my mind on the mascara. Like, I think it's a good mascara, but I wouldn't spend my money on it personally. Those were all the products in the box, but I still want to complete my look. So last up, I'm going to use this Sephora. Some of you may have seen this before. It's just a green eyeliner, and I'm going to put that on my waterline just because I feel like this look is kind of boring. I know some people might be like, oh my god, you look so glam, like what a great look, but for me, like this is something that I will do for like a date night where I don't want to look like a crazy person. So I think that's it for today's look. I'm going to just put some of this mascara on my bottom lash line as well. Alright, so final thoughts on the box. Honestly, I wasn't excited at all for this month's box when I first saw what was going to be in it. But after trying the items, some I like, some I don't like. The eye cream I obviously haven't tried yet, and I don't even know if I'm gonna like it because I'm just not really into eye creams. But yeah, I mean, I really like the eyebrow product. I thought this was really good. I love the shade of it. I like the texture of it. I don't really like the brush, but I mean, that's an easy fix. I can just use my own brush. So I'll definitely keep playing around with this. The eyeshadow palette obviously came broken, so, you know, from what I did try though, like the shades were really good, the quality seemed nice. The mascara was good, I'd say it was good. I mean, having it, I'm gonna use it and I'm not gonna be unhappy about it, so, but I would never buy it with my own money. Oh, and the blush I did not like. At least not yet. I need to probably keep playing around with this. I wonder if there's a brush in this. I didn't even look. Oh yeah, look at that. There's actually like a little brush on the other end, which I'll probably never use, but I guess that's a cool little thing if people are into that. There's also a mirror, which who cares if there's a mirror in a blush. So yeah, I think that completes the Boxycharm unboxing. Let me know if you want to see more of these. I'll happily do it. It's an easy video to film. And it's a fun way for me to just try out the products on the camera and get a first impression out. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.